Welcome to Aaron Plays. In this episode, we'll be continuing the upfront scenario A. We are partway through the first deck, and we have the Americans with a few little issues with their group B here that are caught in some wire and some movement and have no way of clearing it with the current cards in their hand. So, looking at their hand, they've got their group A and caught in a stream. They've got no movement. They could fire, let's see, at range from here to here, range 2. So that will give them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can't even fire with that. So I think at this point they will just discard. This card here is far too large for the ranges at the moment, so I'll send that to the discard pile. And they've got 2 brushes there, so I'll also send that to the discard pile, drawing 2 cards. Okay, right, the Germans. Let's see what they've got going for them here. Well, the minefield is no use. It's a class as a cower card. They've got no terrain that they want to play on this group as yet. They've got a rally card, so they could rally this guy. They could pump some more, using that 4/1 card, pump some more fire into these. Rally or fire. So group A is doing nothing. I think it might be more prudent to rally this guy. So spending a rally 2. Flip. Private Beck. Send it discard. And then get rid of the minefield card. Draw 2 cards. Okay, over to the Americans. Picked up another brush and a wire. Okay. Still nothing that's going to help resolve this situation. So with 2 discards, they'll discard 1 brush and they'll discard the wire onto a German group. Probably this group, because that's the one that's causing them the most pain at the present moment. So plonk a wire on them, draw 2 cards. Okay. Right, Germans have still got no movement, no terrain, and they're picking up fire cards which they can't really utilize. So they can't get rid of the wire. So at this present moment, let's discard 1 card to the Americans. Ooh, sniper. Conceal 3. Again, still nothing they can play on either group. They need movement cards for that. So let's do the 2 discards. They'll discard the 2nd brush and the sniper. Again, this is the group that's causing them the most hurt, so let's press the sniper onto them. Right, so first of all, RPC to see who this target is. And it's a 4-man group, so we look at the number 4. It is the 4th man, so it's Private Schultz. Was it Schultz? Schultz. And the effect on Private Schultz is, that's a 3. He's pinned. So let's go. There we go. Right, so that was the 2 American discards done. Okay. I think they'll attempt to rally this guy. Let's see what else they got here. And they can place these guys into a building, which they will do. Okay, so these guys move into a building and they will rally this guy here. Normally in the game, if I was playing face-to-face against or by a vassal against an opponent, you do not have to declare your actions or intent out first. When you're playing solo, you must pre-designate, which is what I'm doing. Flip that there. Okay. So they've now moved through the gully into a nice terrain. Why is that gone to range 2? Decrease that. Flow increases the range. Yeah. And then the drums, will they discard a card? Yeah, they'll discard this fire card. So they now draw 3 cards. Okay. Back to the Americans. Right, they've got a movement card. And it's got the word forward on it. So that would help these guys cross the stream. These guys still can't have a movement card placed on them because they haven't had a rally card to unpin these 2 guys here. So, effectively cannot pay any action on these guys, but can play the forward on these. And it's played in sideways manner. And as it's got the word forward, you do not have to draw any other card to come out of the stream. They are automatically leaving the stream. If they had no forward word on it, they can still play the movement card, but then you would draw a card to see if this number is black or red. If it was black, they would cross the stream. If it was red, they wouldn't, and the card would be discarded. If it was black, the card would remain on there. So, but as it's got the word forward, that is an automatic crossing of the stream eventually. Okay, we can't do any actions on this group. That means they can't do any discards. Therefore, right, what's Jerry got now? Okay, so these guys are now crossing the stream. They are at range 2 to each other. So that's 1. Don't think the machine pistol has no. 1, 2, 3, 4 firepower. So why not? Okay. These have got no movement cards. They can't play. So both groups are going to fire onto this group here that's moving across the forward. So we'll fire 1 from these guys first of all. So that's 1, -1 for the wire, +1 for the movement. So net +1. All right. Okay, they've got 1 concealment card. Well, let's do it against this group. It's net -3. So the net -2, at which point the Germans decide, yeah, you never know, might be able to pin 1 because the whole point of firing twice is to try and, eliminate. So it's a 5-man group, and currently the shot is at, let's just go through that. It's 5 1, 2, 1, -2. -2. All right. Let's flip this one. That's a 0. No effect. Right, so that's a net 2 on the third guy. His morale's 3, so he's okay. Okay, so that'd be a net 1 on this guy. He's okay. And he's okay. So they're all okay. So no effect from that fire. Let's just put all these together so I can easily discard them. Okay. Then fire from this group. So that's the fire value of 1, +1 for the movement, 2. No more concealment, so it's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 + 2 is 4. He's pinned. No effect. That's a 2. His morale is 3. That's a 2. His morale is 3 as well. That's a 6. Right. Send this up. Okay. That's both groups fired. No other action now. Anything they wish to discard. Well, this fire value 18 is far too big at the present moment. Germans draw 3 cards. Okay. Right. So with 2 men, we move. They can get into terrain, so they will now go into a building. Can't move any further. So rotate. Well, back again. Center discard. Center discard. They managed to get into a building. Okay. Whereas this group has got nothing they can play. Anyway, as they've done an action, they cannot discard. Draw 2 cards. Okay. Germans flipping. Right, well, they can play a movement card to get rid of this wire. And this group can't do anything. They've got nothing, no other options here. So that will be the only action. So we'll discard that movement to be able to get rid of the wire. That's an action on this group. And then they'll send the conceal just as a discard. 2 more actions. All right, back to the Americans. Okay. Still no rally card, but they do now have a move. They can't play it because these guys are still pinned. So it looks like it will just be straight discards at the moment. Marsh will be useful as the Germans move. Okay, to the Germans. All right, so these are at range 1, those are at range 1, so that's range 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 firepower they can put into these guys. Firing into a building, that's going to be tough. So this group will fire, this group will move. See, I've got to take into account, I know these guys have got a marsh, but the German player wouldn't know that. They're trying to move to the hill. Ideally, move to the hill. Would they increase the range? Probably increase it. No, probably stay at the same range, get flanking fire on these, or increase, but they're going to play a move. Yeah, let's play a move and try and move forward. Increase. And these guys here will fire on here. So it's fire value of 1, +1 for the wire 2, +1 for moving 3, -2 for the wall, so it's at 1. Do the Americans have any concealment cards? Ooh. What's going on there? What's going on there? All right, let's flip that. No. No. So it's net fire value of 1. Okay. 4-man group at the present moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's flip that. No effect on this guy. Okay, so on this one, it's a fire value of 1. His morale is 3. No. Right, the crucial ones. No effect. No effect. Got lucky. Send to discard. Okay. So that was the 2 Germans. Now, do the Germans want to? I think the Germans would like to keep the cards in case they get shot at. They've got concealment. in case they're getting on broken, they've got a rally and they've got the terrain that they're moving to. So they will keep the 2 cards they currently have. Over to the Americans. Okay. Should we discard as well? Right. So they have that as a discard option, Marsh, on the Germans. But they also have, no, they still can't play a movement card because the guys are pinned. They still haven't got a rally card. So they've also got some fire if they wish, but I think the Marsh discard will probably be the better. Stops the Germans getting to the hill. Okay, so it'll be 2 discards. That's 1. And okay, 2. So they get 2 cards. 1, 2. Okay. Back to the Germans. Interesting decision to make. Do they accept the Marsh or not? If they don't, they go back to the range that they were. They have now got another movement card, so they could try for the hill again. So they will decline the Marsh. So that's now removed. Sorry, gone to the discard pile. And they go back to relative range 2. Right. So their actions for this turn will be to push forward again, trying to get to that hill. So again, increase relative range 2. All right. This group doing nothing. So they discard. Let's get rid of that brush. So going for the hill. Draw 2 cards. Okay, back to Americans. Have they got a rally card? No. Rally 2. Okay. Which are the most important guys to rally? These 2, because they need to rally these 2 to get rid of the wire. These guys are in high protection through the building. So these guys here, they've got a firepower of 1. At range of now 3, range of 3, 1 from him, 2 from him, so they could fire 5. So they can't use the 8, so they could still fire 1 onto these guys moving. So let's do that. So they'll fire and they'll rally. So rally 2, that's easy, that's straightforward. So we'll flip that one, and we'll flip that one, that will fill in the spaces. Line. There we go. Center discard pile. Fire value of 1, plus 1 for moving is 2. Germans have already got a concealed 2, so we'll play that. So back to 0. Okay, it's a 4-man group. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, looks like we're getting to the end of the deck. 4, in fact, we are. Okay. Flip that, so we know it's, sorry, it's fire value of 1, plus 1 from 2, so it's 0. No effect. Flip. No effect. Fire value of 1 is Morale's 2, so he's okay. And the last guy, it's a 0, he's okay. So everyone's okay. Discard, discard. Okay. That. And that. So that's everyone done. Okay, I will now do the draw deck. Fills that up. We are now into deck 2. Remember, the game is a 3-deck game. In this particular scenario, it's 3 decks. I'll just shuffle those. I like to shuffle it a couple of times. I don't know if it makes any difference whatsoever, but when I'm playing it face to face with another person via Vassal, I do the same anyway. So, okay, so I'm going to end this video at this point. So if you enjoyed what you are watching, Please click like and subscribe unless you've already done so. Any comments, much appreciated. Bye for now. Till next time.